Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going on an incredible adventure deep inside one of America's most majestic mountains, Mount Rainier. Imagine a giant sleeping giant, and we're going to listen to its rumbles. Did you know that in just 1 year, this giant mountain shook over 1,350 times? That's like having almost 4 tiny earthquakes every single day. But don't worry, most of these are so small you wouldn't even feel them. It's like the mountain is just stretching and yawning in its sleep. So, what's causing all this shaking? Let's imagine Mount Rainier isn't just a big pile of rock. Think of it more like a giant, super complex plumbing system deep underground. This system is filled with super hot water and gases all moving around. Scientists call this a hydrothermal system. Just like the pipes in your house might creak and groan when the water is turned on, the rocks inside Mount Rainier creak and shift as this hot fluid moves through cracks and tunnels. This movement creates tiny little vibrations, which are the earthquakes we're talking about. It's the mountain's own secret symphony. Now you might be thinking, are all those earthquakes a sign that Mount Rainier is about to erupt? That's a great question, and it's something scientists watch very, very closely. While it's true that an increase in earthquakes can be a warning sign, the quakes we're seeing at Rainier are pretty normal for a big volcano. They're mostly shallow and small. Scientists have special tools, kind of like a doctor's stethoscope, called seismometers. They place these all around the mountain to listen to its every rumble and burp. This helps them understand what's happening deep inside. Let's dive a little deeper into these rumbles. There are different kinds of earthquakes. Some are caused by rocks breaking, just like snapping a twig. Scientists call these brittle failure earthquakes. But at Mount Rainier, many of the quakes are different. They're caused by the movement of that hot water and steam I mentioned earlier. Imagine shaking a bottle of soda. You can feel the pressure and movement inside, right? It's a similar idea. These fluid-induced earthquakes have a unique sound signature that tells scientists it is just the mountain's plumbing at work, not the start of a big show. Think about it this way. Mount Rainier has a huge cap of ice and glaciers on top. The weight of all that ice is immense. It presses down on the mountain. As the hot stuff from deep inside rises, it meets this cold, heavy cap. This interaction between hot and cold pressure and weight creates a lot of stress and strain within the mountain. All these forces pushing and pulling on each other can cause the ground to shake. So these 1,350 quakes are really just the sound of the mountain adjusting to all these different pressures. It's a dynamic, living system. Scientists at the Pacific Northwest Seismic Network are like detectives for the Earth. They analyze every single one of these shakes. They look at where the earthquake happened, how deep it was, and how strong it was. By piecing together all this information, they can build a 3D map of the mountain's internal plumbing. This helps them see where the hot fluids are flowing and where the stress is building up. It's like creating a weather forecast, but for a volcano. It helps them predict what the mountain might do next and keep everyone safe. So, what was the biggest shake in that year? It was a magnitude 3.2 earthquake. To give you an idea, that's strong enough that someone standing right on top of it might feel a little jolt, like a big truck driving by. But for anyone living in the towns nearby, they probably wouldn't have noticed a thing. Most of the other 300+ quakes were much, much smaller, so tiny that only the super-sensitive seismometers could even detect them. It's like hearing a pin drop in a quiet room. You need special equipment to even know it happened. It's also super interesting to see where these quakes happen. They don't just occur randomly all over the mountain. They often happen in swarms, like a bunch of bees buzzing together in one spot. These swarms can last for a few hours or even a few days. When scientists see a swarm, they pay extra close attention. It usually means a burst of hot fluid or gas is moving through a specific channel underground. It's a clue that helps them map out the hidden pathways inside the volcano. So the next time you see a picture of the beautiful, peaceful-looking Mount Rainier, remember that there's a whole symphony of activity happening right beneath the surface. It's a constant, gentle rumble of a giant in a deep but not entirely still slumber. These 1,350 quakes aren't a sign of immediate danger, but a fascinating reminder that our planet is alive and constantly changing. The work of the scientists who listen to these rumbles is incredibly important, as it helps us understand these powerful forces of nature and coexist with them safely. And that's the incredible story of Mount Rainier's seismic symphony. It's a powerful reminder of how much is happening right beneath our feet. I hope this helped you understand a little more about the secret life of volcanoes. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of a mountain, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.